The Battle Droid army has stationed a number of tanks on a hillside. This position is basically an artillery death trap that the clones couldn't possibly put infantry into. So they went a little overboard with almost 100 clone ATTE tanks in a field that are going to cross in to this kill zone by the droids. May the best tank army win. Hey yo, what's going on gamers? It's your boy Daily Tactics here, and today we have 100 ATTEs fighting against the battle droids here. The droids have homing droids, AAT tanks, and tri-droids, as well as small compounds filled to the brim with rocket launchers to take on the 100 ATTE tanks that are going to be coming for them. It is going to be a spectacular battle. So if you do enjoy, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications on, we're trying to hit 600k, and comment down below if you'd like to see more grand scale battles like this. Either way, let's get into the rest of the video. What's up gamers, I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2, all of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alright, let's go in slow-mo for the start here, and press start we shall. Please don't crash. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I thought the game was about to crash right there. Luckily, it did not. The first volley from each side missing fairly tremendously. The droids do, I think, have faster reload rates. Oh, yeah, there are some super tanks on the battlefield, and it seems like they are loosing their hellfire volleys right now into the clone trooper army. Actually fairly devastating, especially to the clone trooper gunners up top. That's probably the biggest thing that's going to be able to hit them right there. So that ain't too bad. Woo, loudy! So, not too shabby right there from the droid army. No kills on the ATTEs just yet. I think one of the biggest threats to the ATTEs actually is going to be a traffic jam occurring. I tried to space out the ATTEs enough that they wouldn't run into each other, but if they start running into each other and doing things like this ATTE is doing, which is spinning around, yeah, we could have a huge traffic jam problem, and it could result in the clone trooper army not really being capable of fighting anymore. So that is definitely a genuine concern of mine in a battle such as this. And right now, the ATTEs in the very back, like, these guys aren't even firing just yet. So the full might of the clone trooper army, well, clone trooper tank division, has yet to descend upon the droids, but a number of the droids are already starting to get popped right here. AATs, they have a mean cannon, but in this game they do not pack a mean punch in terms of their laser shots. So those things are going down. The super tanks are going to be really hard to take out, and the homing droids also fairly hard to take out. The tri-droids I don't think are great at anti-tank combat, so I don't think they're going to be too much of a big deal, but the AATs certainly do make up the backbone of the droid defense here. And then it'll be really interesting to see if the clones manage to get up here against all those rocket launchers, how they do, because rocket launchers are actually really powerful in this game. They can pack a really hefty punch to them, so that could be fairly devastating. At the moment, no ATTEs are dead just yet, but they are taking some extreme damage, so I expect we are going to see some clone ATTE tanks starting to go down relatively soon. I think it's bound to happen eventually here. Let's go ahead and bump it up a speed here as these ATTEs continue to push on up this hillside. Of course, had to give the droids the high ground. They're outnumbered, they're outgunned, but gosh dang it, they got the high ground, baby. You know, of course, they've got more backup AAT tanks way back here too, for the Hail Mary in case it is necessary. And those bazookas, I think, will be very powerful against these tanks, especially if the smaller vehicles, such as the super tanks and stuff like that, if they manage to kill the top gunners of the clone vehicles before the clone vehicles get to the top of the hill here, then the droids have a real shot, because those top gunners are what make or break the ATTE tank. If the ATTE tank doesn't have those top gunners, they're basically useless. They're not very good. Their front guns are good, but they have such a small periphery that they can fire from. It's just not super viable. Okay, another volley goes out there, spraying. Some hit over here, some hit over here. That was kind of crazy right there. Really wacky volley from the super tanks. Hopefully we see a few more of those, because they're pretty devastating to the clone gunners. That's definitely a good thing from them. A number of these droids are already down for the count. Look at this thing. Look at this thing just spamming fire into these clone tanks. The clones are completely ignoring that homing droid. Absolutely ignoring it. That's pretty funny. These tanks still doing okay for the droids. I'm hearing some explosions happening. Do you think they're clone tanks going down at all? Like, it's hard to tell. I don't think any clone tank has gone down as of yet. They're all still vibing, although many of them are on fire right now, which means its shields are down, and it's likely to die fairly soon. It'll just take a few more shots, and there we go. The first of the clone tanks biting the dust and going down. It only took 4 minutes of combat for the droids to get to that point, which I guess it's not too bad in the grand scheme of things. A whole bunch of clone tanks moving off to the far left side over here. They're going to be greeted by about 8 separatist AAT tanks over this way that should be able to fire into them. Well, they're just missing their shots right there, so that is not especially helpful. And as more clone tanks get forward, the laggier it is actually becoming, which is kind of funny. And there is a bit of a traffic jam situation going on right now. Lots of the clone tanks getting stuck on each other and things like that, which is only serving to help the droids. These clone tanks getting all stuck up and stuff like that is helping out the droids tremendously, because the clones are not able to push forward as much as I think they would like to. Over here, this could be a threat, though. These are like fresh ATTE tanks over here. They've all got their top gunners. They're all pretty much max health. That could be dangerous, but super tank fires another volley. That was a very weak volley. Very few shots actually hit from that volley. That is a bit disappointing, I will say right there. This ATTE might be the very next one to go down. It is on fire and near dead. That could be interesting. These super tanks, just like we predicted, are just lasting a very long time on this battlefield. They're just so hefty in terms of their armor. They are very, very hard to kill. They are tough nuts to crack. This tank, I think, is technically out of bounds, and that's why it's not firing or anything like that, and not getting fired at. Oh, there goes that ATTE. So why don't we go ahead and bring this thing inbounds here. Here, we can take a couple pot shots and some clone tanks with it. A skadoosh. Oh, it's pivoting to maybe fire back at us. Alright, we'll leave this thing right here. Oh, these two might also be out of bounds, so why don't we go ahead and bring them inbounds, if they can? Yeah, I think if they're... Whoa! Okay, I think if they are out of bounds like that, they won't actually fire. I didn't mean to put them out of bounds, obviously, but that seems to be what is going on with them. So let's go ahead and get these suckers back onto this here battlefield, and hopefully, oh my god, it's like not turning at all. There we go. Go, my friend. Go, 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 go. Beautiful. Okay, she's on the battlefield. Excellent. Hopefully that will kick that thing into gear. These are just like not really doing too much damage to each other. Oh, there goes an AAT. They're just sort of stuck right here, and it's a slugfest down below this way against the clone troopers. So nothing too crazy going on at the moment between these forces. It seems like a bit of a stalemate, because there's so many stuck vehicles and stuff like that that they're just not moving forward or anything like that all too well. And these guys back here are all stuck as well. Oh, super tank fire getting out there. I heard a couple of clone screams, probably top gunners going down. Not too bad. This is a disaster. Oh my god. Maybe what I needed was some droid bazooka troopers running around free roaming, so they could hit and run the clone tanks or something like that. That might have been a good strategy. I'm not entirely sure. Why don't we go ahead and do a little bit of a fast motion time lapse here and just see from above what happens. Alright, so that was about an 8-minute time lapse, and it looks like some of these ATTEs are in fact going down, which is good to see. I'm glad that they are getting destroyed a little bit here. Yep, more going down as well right there. But I think what we need to do actually is we need to remove a few of the dead things on the battlefield, because it's just preventing a lot of these characters from actually progressing on forward here. They're basically just roadblocks that are in the way of the rest of the battle going on. So if we just go ahead and remove some of these dead ones. I think that one was empty because I haven't seen it fire in a while. But yeah, remove some of these dead ones, and I think we are golden. We can go ahead and split these guys up again too, and just sort of kickstart this battle yet again. Get these guys all nice and separated. Get them actually working as a force here rather than as a clump. And we can actually see the rest of the battle go on. So let's get those moving that way. And then let's get these moving up this way. That would be awesome. See if this actually works. Let's see. Okay, yep, we do have an assault occurring. Excellent. That's what we wanted to see, baby. That's what we like to see. Oh my god, another one dies. They're getting absolutely wrecked right now, dude. This is not going too well. Not going too well in the slightest. What I'd really love to see, this is just me randomly thinking, just because we have so many ATTEs here, but I would love to see a UCS Lego ATTE set, you know? We got the LAAT, which was supposedly for the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones. So, like, you know, for maybe episode 3, we could see either a UCS Venator or a UCS ATTE. Or, heck, man, dare I say, both? That would be pretty incredible. That would definitely be something, a sight to behold for sure. But yeah, this battle has me thinking about that. Like, I'm actually currently building the UCS LAAT gunship that is for a video I'm working on over on Daily Bricks right now. I'm having a blast building it. It's a really fun build. But to have a UCS ATTE or an ATOT, I doubt they do the ATOT. It's too niche for a collector series, I feel like. But the ATTE, man, they could totally do it. They could totally pull it off, and it would be pretty freaking sick, I will say. I think that would be amazing. Let's try and actually push these guys forward too. See if we can get these guys moving up as well. These guys are hauling butt up here, but the other ones just not so much. And I'm just very curious to see how this goes, because there's still like 5 AATs here. We got like maybe 8 total over this way, a couple over here. Oh, and the bazookas! The bazookas are finally getting their chance! Look at that, that's so many bazooka shots. Holy cow! Wow, this thing is getting melted. Oh my goodness, yep, that's the power of the bazooka. That's the power of the Home Depot. Absolutely incredible how fast those ended up going down. My goodness, bro. That was kind of crazy. They're still firing into the dead carcass of that ATTE right there. Oh my god. This is absolutely absurd. Okay, these ones are coming up here as well, and they are getting slammed by incoming AAT fire. Quite a bit of it coming into these puppies. They're trying to fight back, though. They've got some tough armor. Another AAT blew up over that way, though. They're kind of getting up over here. They're having a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Let's delete this layer of dead separatist vehicles. We'll delete these two because I think they're dead. We'll delete these because they're dead. And that'll open up more avenues here. Hopefully. We'll see. Oh, this one, yep, bites the dust. There you go, another ATTE down for the count right now. My goodness, we've got another one. Let's go ahead and split these guys up too. I'm basically just trying to kickstart the battle by separating a lot of these, because they all get so stuck together that they're just actually unable to move. They are completely incapable of free movement. By the way, are these super tanks alive? No, they're actually both dead. So we can delete those, and that'll create this avenue. Now let's go ahead and delete these rocks here. And I think that will create a path from which more ATTEs are willing to go forward from. I think. We'll see if that's true. Look at this one. This one's getting up sneaky beaky like, oh! An assault gunner on the ground. There are some E5 riflemen up here that can kill any lingering tank crew that manage to do a little bit of an assault or something like that. So maybe those will get those kills. Be good to see. But I don't know, man. This is tough. I don't know who's gonna win this. There's so many things on the battlefield, all these moving parts. I'm really just trying to get them all to actually like come up, come forward, actually move, because they're so clunky and so uncoordinated. Like these ones, they should be able to just move this way, right? Oh my god, they're like super stuck. Here, we'll unstick you guys. There you go, there you go. Oh my god, all the rockets. All of the rockets come through. We're finally seeing anti-infantry guns in play. It's not really doing too much. Look at all those rockets, baby. A few more of those. And it's out of shields. Beautiful. Gorgeous. This thing's gonna die pretty soon. As soon as those guys reload their rockets, this thing's toasted. I almost guarantee it. Let's watch. Wow, this AAT is missing quite a bit. There we go, there we go. And she is out of there. But another one takes a place. There's always another ATTE in the massive ATTE battle. Oh my god, look at all these cloaked gunners that have been dislodged and are just like chilling. There's quite a number of them. Oh my god, you guys. Just split up a little bit, okay? Oh! That exploded. Split up a little bit and you can make it forward. Stop! Oh my god. Oh dear lord. Okay, there you go, there you go. Split up a little bit. There. Now you might be able to do it. Oh, look at this one. That one was foolhardy. That one was big dumb, wasn't it? Wasn't she? Alright, more rocket shots coming in as they try and crest through this hillside. We've never really done... Well, we've done some massive tank battles in the past, but like, this is a whole other magnitude. This is absolutely crazy. I actually tried loading this a few other times with more tanks, and the game crashed. So, I'm glad it didn't crash this time, and I'm glad we could have it on this scale, because this is pretty freaking massive, dude. This is a huge battle. Maybe we should do it next time with TX-130s instead. We could probably get more TX-130s in the game than we can get ATTEs in the game. So if we did like even more with TX-130s, because they're just less, like they cost less RAM, I suppose, or whatever, you know, graphics card usage. Oh lordy. So we might be able to get more of those in there. So, you know, if we tried it with TXs, it would also probably be less difficult because TX-130s are way more maneuverable than these ATTEs. The ATTEs are so unbelievably clunky. So it might actually work a little bit better. We do have some of these bazooka droids going down over here. Some of the tanks are managing to get a few shots into them before they inevitably succumb to the horrible, horrible amount of fire that they're dealing with. So, pretty crazy stuff. This battle, man. This battle is really something. Alright, we're going to clear the graveyard again because it is resulting in more units getting stuck. So why don't we go ahead and, yeah, clear up the graveyard. That one just died. Clear up the graveyard. Beautiful. Clear it. Clear the graveyard. There you go. There you go. There you go. And hopefully that results in even more of these tanks coming on forward. We'll try and re-maneuver some of these guys that are like way back here. Try and split a few of them up a little bit more so they're not as clustered together and they have more potential to actually move up. These guys are like way back here just chilling, not coming forward at all. You can all come forward. It's just a matter of not running into each other. That's what we need to see, is you guys not running into each other, okay? That's what we need. That's what we need. All right, why don't we go ahead and do another time lapse here of these puppies coming forward, because this is incredible. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the clone tanks are actually, a lot of them are empty, I've learned. or like this one is just completely empty. A lot of them died too, so what I think we should do is I think we should make a lot of these into movement mode free. And then let's actually copy and paste a few of these bazooka troopers just for fun too. Droids get a little bit of bazooka trooper reinforcement since they no longer have defender's advantage. And we're gonna, yeah, send the droids out on attack mode here against the clones a little bit and see how they do. Well, you know, let's just unleash everyone. Let's just unleash every single person here. So free move mode, boom, y'all are free to go. Y'all go have at it, and they have already taken out 2 or 3 clone tanks in that period of time. So I think we've learned some valuable lessons from this battle, and that's that you really gotta either have like an even more open space area to do this from, or I don't know, like we have to figure out a way to not have them get all stuck, you know? We need to prevent them from getting all stuck next time around, because that's basically what just kept on happening, is they all got stuck over and over and over again. So if we can figure that out, I think this battle would be really cool. Maybe we use TX-130Ts next time and it's a little bit better. But ATTE tanks, 100 of them on a battlefield, just results in absolute anarchy and disaster. Oh my god, that just crushed so many droids. Oh my goodness, that was absolutely absurd. My goodness, okie dokie then. Wow. I mean, they're just pulverizing the last of these clone tanks. The clone tanks don't even stand a chance. I mean, like I said, most of these are decrewed or only have 1 or 2 crew members left in them. The rest died. So, they're just popping around. Yeah, so most of these tanks are not up to snuff right now. Definitely a droid victory going on right here. I mean, you can already see with a more maneuverable tank like the AAT, it's so much easier. Why don't we go ahead and toss a few droid bazookas over here for fun? Wait, are none of those bazooka troopers? No, a few of them were. What happened? What the heck? None of them fired their bazookas. Here. Have fun, boys. There you go, bazookas. Bazooka troopers out in here, and they can just free fire into these clone tanks for fun. Yeah, I mean, there's no way the clones would win this, even if we like let this battle go on for forever. They were just getting taken out one by one. It's already like an hour-long video that we've got. I mean, the video's not an hour long, but in terms of actually the amount of time we've been recording, it's been like an hour. And the clones, they just kept getting stuck, man. And when they got unstuck, they would just go in and die. So yeah, I think if we do another battle like this, which I kind of want to do, it was fun. It's a cool battle concept and all that, but we definitely need to figure out a way to get the clones to actually attack in unison somehow. I mean, maybe just a massive open map with 100 clone tanks lined up in a row, and they all just assault at once in single line going forward, like a line battle or something like that. That might work. I feel like they'd still get stuck somehow. They'd find a way. It is Men of War after all. That's just kind of what they do. They find a way to get stuck, but it could still be pretty cool. I think that'd be worth checking out. Either way, the droids are just systematically one by one going through this tank graveyard and taking out the remaining clone tanks. Oh my god, they keep popping up. And actually, that's getting more kills than the tanks were, is the droid tanks, or sorry, the clone tanks landing on top of the battle droid army. So, kind of wild, dude. Yeah, there's really not a lot of these clone tanks remaining. There's like 2 more up here that are actually crewed. Then there's one back here that's chilling. It's only got a driver though, so it's not even doing anything. Yeah, a lot of these tanks only have drivers at this point. The rest of their crew members got killed in explosions and blasts and things like that. So they are, yeah, completely in shambles here. Absolutely getting dunked on by the battle droid army. The dunkening is occurring. Either way, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Please be sure to hit that like button if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more in the future. Either way, I will see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.